Good morning everyone. Today I am here to discuss the types of corneal foreign bodies and their correlation with specific occupation. I have no financial interest. Corneal foreign bodies are the small particles which impinge upon the cornea and are the most common ophthalmological emergency in our OPDs. Usually the patient presents with red eyes, foreign body sensation, irritation, tearing, pain and blurred vision. These cases need prompt assessment, appropriate management, that is removal of the foreign body, and necessary preventive measures also to prevent complications like corneal opacities, rust rings and secondary bacterial infections. The study was aimed to determine the incidence and etiology of corneal foreign bodies, the demographic pattern of the injuries caused by the corneal foreign bodies, to identify the occupations prone to it, and about the to know about the preventive measures to be taken considering the health and socio-economic status of the patients. This is an observational cross-sectional study which included 96 patients with diagnosed case of corneal foreign bodies. Written informed consent was obtained from all the patients. We have included patients who participated voluntarily. We have taken the age group between 18 to 60 years, and we took the cases which are diagnosed of corneal foreign bodies. We excluded the patients which are under 18 years of age and more than 60 years. We also excluded full thickness penetrating corneal injury with corneal foreign bodies and injuries with signs of corneal infection. We collected the patients' demographic data like age, gender, education, occupation, and with the time of activity they are doing by the time of injury. We taken the history of eye, whether they have undergone any eye wash or not, what kind of medications they have used, history of previous similar injuries. And after presenting to our OPD, we have each patient underwent a careful comprehensive examination with slit lamp, and those foreign bodies were removed with the help of wet cotton bud or a 26 gauge needle under the topical anesthesia. After the removal of the foreign bodies, we have stained the cornea to rule out any small perforations or penetrating corneal injuries, and we have prescribed topical antibiotics along with tear substitutes for treatment. On our study, we found the people who are working in the industrial area are more prone for the corneal foreign body injuries, followed by construction area, then agriculture and domestic area. Coming to the types of corneal foreign bodies, it was found to be metallic in most cases, around in 52% cases, followed by dust particles, then insects and wood particles. Coming to the site in the cornea, we found most of the cases in the paracentral area, around 58%, then in the central area and peripheral area. Then coming to the demographics, the corneal foreign bodies were found more in the male gender than in the female, and more in the right side eye than in the left side eye. And coming to the distribution of cases on the basis of whether we can could have prevented the injury or not, we found around 70% of cases these kind of injuries could have been prevented with the use of protective eyewear. These are some of the corneal foreign bodies we have treated in our department, in our OPDs. Like these are the examples of for metallic foreign bodies, dust particles, insect wing, and this is a case of the last one is a case of multiple corneal foreign body. One is the upper part and another is the lower part. Then coming to the discussion part, corneal foreign bodies are the most common ocular injuries that patient presented to our OPDs. The main cause of patient presenting to our OPD is like the discomfort, grittiness and pain they are suffering from. These are mostly superficial, so we can remove them with the help of topical and wet cotton bud or 26 gauge needle under topical anesthesia. Care must be taken to look for whether these are deeper or there is any kind of penetrating injury, they are kind of penetrating injury present or not. Then treatment accordingly. They account for a significant amount of time taken off work to attend the hospitals and follow up regularly. Thus, ocular morbidity may result in loss of working hours in health and healthcare care costs. To conclude, early presentation, careful slit lamp evaluation, and proper and adequate management help in the identification, also removal of the corneal foreign bodies in occupational workers, preventing complications such as corneal abrasion, infection, and scarring. My take-home message is to most of the corneal foreign body injuries are preventable. Preventive measures such as identification of high-risk areas in the workplace, use of protective eyewear, awareness of public about such injuries and their complications, and their immediate referral to the nearest eye center is much needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sonali, you presented well. But since your topic name is the type of corneal foreign bodies and their association with the occupation, so when you are presenting next to any forum, then your conclusion should be related to that. Means what you have presented in your result or discussion, that yes, in my study we find out that industrial are the iron foreign body, industrial occupation iron foreign body are the more. What precautions you have taken, that is a general thing, that is not specific, and that is not the conclusion part of your study. But anyway, you presented well.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what title and the conclusion doesn't match.
Okay, thank you.